ask for your support and your help in taking back our state. You know, we have come so far since Governor Walker did, in his words, drop the bomb on us. This last year has been like no other our state has seen, and this is like no other we've ever seen in our history. And it also means it's not going to be won by the same old politics, is it? Some candidates have some endorsements from elected officials, I have some, others have some, but this election isn't about them, it's about you. You're the ones that have inspired me. You're the ones that inspired me to run for governor. You and I have been in this fight together since day one. When Governor Walker signed that bill attacking our workers, I immediately filed the first lawsuit to challenge Act 10. Those Republican senators, I was there working in their districts, doing everything I could to help us win those elections. And when we gathered 1 million signatures, I signed up to help on day one, and then I worked all across the state to make sure we doubled the goal we set out to do. So the day after we filed those signatures, I said I got into this race because I was going to build the coalition that it would take to beat Governor Scott Walker, and that's what we're doing. And the Republicans know that's what I'm doing. They have spent the last 3 weeks attacking me on television with those expensive TV ads. You've seen them, right? Do you recognize me? Well, they can have their ads and they can have their millions. We've got something more important. We got each other. We're watching each other's backs. And that's why I know we will win in 51 days. You know, when it started and Governor Walker launched his attack on 175,000 workers, we all came together to defend our union brothers and sisters. And then when Walker attacked education and health care and the environment and women's rights, our union brothers and sisters stood with us. This fight is about every single one of us. And it's why I am so proud to have earned the endorsement of all these wonderful organizations that are on the front lines of this fight and have been all last year. We've built together this tent to beat Scott Walker. We knew this election was coming, and we didn't sit on the sidelines. And it shows by the people who are standing with me. Environmentalists, who I've worked with for 35 years, protecting our clean air and water, like the Sierra Club and the Clean Wisconsin Action Fund have endorsed our campaign. I'm proud that my record on jobs and how to bring our state back together has earned me the support of teachers, snowplow operators, nurses, and the many organizations who represent hardworking men and women all across our state, like AFSCME, SCIU, AFT, food and commercial workers, WEAC, and just last week, the entire AFL-CIO with its 250,000 members strong. By the Young Progressives of Wisconsin, those wonderful campus activists who have been working all year side by side with us, and most recently I've earned the endorsement of Voces de la Frontera, that fabulous organization that led the fight and won the fight against the extreme voter ID law and the extreme redistricting law. They fought that battle and they won. And when Governor Walker's failed us on producing jobs. Sadly, he failed us on producing jobs. Then he wanted to change the topic, and you know what he did? He launched that war on women over the last couple months. Well, I noticed, and you noticed, and if I'm governor, and when I'm governor, the war on women stops. I've had to break barriers. I was the only environmentalist in a courtroom for years arguing to protect our environment, and during that time I was the only woman in the room too. I was the first one in my job as county executive. I will keep fighting and breaking down those doors until those doors are open for every young girl and boy in the state. That's why I always listen to Women's Campaign Fund have endorsed me, because they not only saw that we are the best candidate to beat Scott Walker, but they also saw that at the end of this year, if we don't win here, there is not one single woman Democratic governor left in this nation, and it's the 21st century. You know, but it's not enough to know why we're against Walker. We know why he has assaulted every one of our values. But what's important is we put out our candidate who's got the record that will defeat them. And during my last 14 years as your county executive, together, we moved a progressive agenda, we balanced a budget, and all during this time, we produced the largest job growth in the state. Almost 30,000 jobs. We did that by working together. And that's why I will stand toe-to-toe against Scott Walker in the general election just 51 days from now. He'll face my record. We've got a short time to do it. Are we going to get the job done? Yeah. We're going to keep sticking together. We will. Thanks.